Hi, this is Jared from the Broken Seal, and today we're going to be looking at Thron Adventures, the latest expansion for the Thrones series. I got this from my local game shop, which came with these nice little promo cards. I don't know if the Kickstarter would have had them in there or not. I imagine they would, because why would they? I mean, that's the whole purpose of Kickstarter, but nonetheless, this was bigger than I thought it'd be, which I don't know why, because the other ones are really big too, but they also come with the really big cases for the characters. So I really like that they kept the book theme for this, so it looks like you're opening up a chapter, or I mean a really big book. And so this is for 1 to 4 players. Estimated time is about 60 minutes, 14 and older. And Thron Adventures is a genre-bending cooperative expansion to the hit game Thron. Simply grab a friend and any of your Thron heroes and delve into randomly generated worlds, beautiful environments, intense boss battles, an innovative hack-and-slash looting system, and non-destructive legacy elements. Note, this box contains an expansion. We do need to have Thron Season 1 or 2 to play. So let's dive on in. So we're going to start with the promo cards first. So the promos have 5 minions and 15 loot cards. I really do like that they're holographic. Or at least some of them are. Cool. I don't know the card size for these. I know that they have, or at least on their website, they're going to have sleeves, like specific sleeves coming out. But in the time being, I really hope that they fit at least some of the card sleeves that I have. And then our boss or minions. So the Loot Goblin, who is also holographic, so that's cool. Chimera, holographic. Melodic Maiden, I should say, not melodic. The Lithe Elf, and Umbra. So all of these are holographic, which is really nice. And this one is Challenge 4, so that should be interesting. So, a fairly I'd say this is about average for a card game or a board game in terms of how big the instruction book is. Rule book. I don't know why I had a hard time figuring that out. I do like that it comes with a functional card caddy. Then we have our campaign scoring, the miniatures that we'll be releasing. Everything that I've seen online right now just says, coming or pre-release or pre-order, I should say. So it'd be nice to know whether or not I can actually go and buy them. I guess, well, there's a 10% off code, so I could just go and order them now and see when they ship. But I'm always a fan of miniatures, even though it's just quality of life improvements. But, I appreciate that they put just standees in here, because not everyone can afford miniatures. Not everyone likes miniatures. I do like miniatures, so I usually spring for them if I can. I'm just going to say this now. So I was looking at this and I looked down. I love, their organization system. I really get annoyed that so many games you have to buy an organizer outside of the game, because you sleeve the cards, you go to put them back, they don't fit. You get everything sleeved everything doesn't fit back in the box because they didn't have enough space for it. Or they knew that the game was going to be an expansive game, but they only let you put the base game in the base game box. So then you have just a whole bunch of boxes or other things laying around. So I really appreciate this. I appreciate that they went with the theme of, like, you know, having them look like books. So that way, even if you have to, or since you have to keep the boxes for season 1, season 2, and the adventure separate, they at least look nice on your shelf. You know, it's not just, here's all these boxes laying around. They're different sizes and heights, and who knows what the hell they are. So I really like that, and I just had to take a moment to say that. So anyway, here are some components, cardboard components. Here are our standees. At the moment, I only have Season 1 adventurers. We'll see if this makes me want to get Season 2. Season 2, I really wanted to get it just because of the Artificer and the... I forget her name, but she's like a Beastmaster. The Gunslinger was, you know, kind of cool, but I wasn't super thrilled about. I didn't really care about the Cursed Pirate. She seemed like she'd be really good in a team, so especially in this scenario where, you know, you're working together, she'd be probably really good, but nonetheless. So we've got our dials, combat point dials, gold dial. We've got our dice, some D20s. The dice look really nice. I will say that. Clips for our standees. I also really like they have miniatures and others, standees. Okay, so those don't have a name, but still, you know where everything goes. And if you're wondering, wow, he's really excited about the organizing of all this, I am. And there's a reason why I started recording board game stuff, because board games get me excited. So here's our shop. Now I thought I heard that to identify stuff would cost 5 gold, but it looks like it's 10 gold here. This is our loot tray, or chart rather. And then these are for our bosses. So we have the Mad King, the Fallen Monk, Fallen Gunslinger, and the Fallen Barbarian. I guess I should say, if you don't want to know what's in here, obviously don't watch the unboxing, but it's maybe a little bit too late now. I love the fold-out mechanic of it. I was a little worried, you know, how well the folding would work, but I'm not concerned now actually getting a hold of it, as I've only seen the Season 1 characters. I've only seen the Season 1 characters that initially came out, so I did splurge and get the Season 1 re-rolled chest. That way it looks nicer. Not entirely sure what this is for, at least right now. Ooh, this is big. Ugh. So it's got cardboard on the bottom. That's what I was looking at. I was debating on taking it out, but environment. I was debating on taking it out, but it probably adds a little bit more structure to the plastic. So I'm probably gonna leave it there. So these are organizers. So other cards, loot cards, more other cards, the boss cards, and then the turn order cards. Oh, you can do boss versus boss. So these look like abilities for the bosses, because they each of these little packs over here have a different backing. Yeah. So these are the upgrades for the bosses when you gotta actually reach them and fight them. So I'm not gonna go through all these right now, but that way we get to keep some mystery to when they actually show up. So let's look at some more cards here. These look like loot. Legendary cards are all shiny and holographic. You can see that. They make the cards really easy to differentiate between the levels, between common, rare, legendary. I think it's epic is the next one. Yeah, epic. The different crystals on the bottom, and also the symbol for it, but still. I don't know why. Oh, I guess legendary is first, just to kind of whet your appetite. So yeah, we have our common cards. So those all look pretty cool. These are our tiles that will be populating the dungeon when we move through it. So again, the tiles are broken up between their different values. So start 1, 2. Oops. Well, there we go. And 3. I think there's a 4 in there as well. Yeah, and 4. Just getting a head start on shuffling these up is all. The tiles feel pretty good. They're not flimsy. And it's easy to tell, you know, these are the caves. You gain 1 gold. You fight a monster and gain parasite. This is a legacy pack. Not going to open that. There's another legacy pack. Another legacy pack. Another legacy pack. So again, I like that they have legacy elements. We're currently playing through Aeon's End Legacy. I would consider that light legacy because, you know, you don't, like, you make choices that affect your character, but they don't really affect the story at all. It's just keep playing until you finish. Even if you lose, just keep playing. And the story doesn't change, or at least not that we've seen so far. The story doesn't change because you didn't win. It just, you keep going. So, if this one isn't at least trying to make it seem like, hey, we're full legacy, I'm okay with it saying, you know, non-destructive legacy elements. So we have some more organizing sleeves or tiles. Not tiles. What are they called? Brackets. We'll go with brackets. Setup for the different chapters you play. I don't know why these are. Why there are what, 4? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's 4 of these. They all seem similar. Don't know if it's. Is the setup different? Okay, the setup is different. And I guess this way you can randomly determine which setup you'll have, but either way, should be fun. And then we have our minions. I will say that the minion cards seem a little flimsy, if only because while opening it, this one bent. So that's a little bit of a bummer. I also don't really know why. It's been bothering me since I've started looking through all this stuff. So from the front, it doesn't go 1, 2, 3. It goes 2, 3, 1, and then 4. Like, I don't understand why they didn't do it 1, 2, and 3. Especially since you'll start, like, I don't imagine a scenario, especially when you're first playing, where you're going to start off with a second tier monster. Like, yeah, like with all of these, you start off here. Well, you start off here. I guess you could go to get a second tier monster, but most of the ones around you are 1. Same with this setup. So I don't know. It's a random peeve of mine. But yeah, so they give you the objectives for the minions. So they want to try and get straights. They want to try and get all of their star symbols. Their health, combat points, the reward you get for killing them, abilities that they have. So yeah, looks really cool. I'm going to organize these in the right way. One thing that is kind of cool though, so the first level minions just kind of look basic with a green helmet. The second level minions have a little bit more upgrade. Third level minions add some sparkles and more kind of badassery. And then the fourth level are all Cthulhu looking, so. Or not Cthulhu looking, but you know, the symbol's Cthulhu looking. And that is everything that I'm willing to open at the moment. So I hope you guys liked that, and leave a comment about if you've played Dice Thrones and, you know, if you've enjoyed it, if you're looking forward to the adventures. I'm looking forward to playing it, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.